Hello everybody, this is Hybrid, and today I'll be reviewing Justice League number 11. So, without further ado, let's begin. So we're at the Watchtower still, just like in issue number 10, and we have spirits feeding on the League members essentially. But now we have Batman, and he gets up, kind of resisting it enough, and frees the other League members, so they are all able to get out of that. We then go to Graves because he's at Steve's sister's house talking to her, kind of, messing with her a little bit. You have the Justice League teleport in. When that happens, Graves goes away as well. Wonder Woman gets yelled at by Steve's sister for not staying away from Steve and putting him in danger. Batman does some looking into with things regarding Graves, and he finds out his name is David Graves. He was an author that the Justice League saved a while back during Darkseid's invasion, and he even wrote a book about the Justice League called Justice League Gods Among Men, which pretty much boosted the Justice League into the public eye and made them look like real heroes. But with that being said, though, Wonder Woman goes off and she's like, I'm gonna find Graves, cut off his head, and bring Steve home. Because, she likes not Graves, she likes Steve. Uh, so this is really personal for Wonder Woman. Batman tells her to stop, though. It's a League mission, not a Wonder Woman one, and we need to work as a team. Wonder Woman, though, says she needs to do this herself, but Green Lantern, he intervenes and he stops her by doing kind of a green energy construct bubble, you could say, so they could just basically talk. And he's basically saying, you know what, Steve's important to all of us, and Graves took all of us down before, so we all need to work together as a team. And then Wonder Woman, being very stubborn, says, oh, let me out of here. And he's like, no. So we have Wonder Woman breaking the energy construct and at that same time hitting Green Lantern, giving him a bloody nose. Oh, and I'd like to add, I do end up giving the art a 5 on this issue. If you really look at it, you can actually see energy coming out from Green Lantern's ring, which was making the construct. So like little things like that, I really do appreciate about Jim Lee's art because everything is detailed and he really takes his time with it. Props out to him. So we go, Wonder Woman sends him flying away, hitting a car. We have Flash coming to help him back up. Someone commenting on the background saying that Wonder Woman practically kicked his ass. And, then we have Green Lantern and Wonder Woman fighting. If you didn't know, right now, Wonder Woman actually took out her sword, so maybe she'll cut off Green Lantern's head. But anyways, Wonder Woman also makes a joke about how Jordan being bad in bed by saying, this isn't giving me any pleasure, but I'm sure you haven't heard that before. So yeah, she's dissing him and beating him and cutting him too, which is it's very interesting. Like honestly, if I was Green Lantern and I was fighting Wonder Woman, I would not be holding back at all. I would send her flying. Like you're supposedly wielding the most powerful uh, object or weapon or whatever in the universe, which is very arguable to say because I've seen much more powerful objects. But still, you're gonna. I would not like take this, especially when the woman has a sword and she's very pissed off. So yeah, she and Hal Jordan are fighting, and then we have Superman come and grab her sword, kind of get her to stop. I have to put this in its own kind of page just because of how awesome this picture looks. Uh, yeah, Wonder Woman kicks Superman, sends him flying as well. And honestly, if I was Superman, I would not put up with this. I would have grabbed her. I don't believe in hitting women, but obviously she's not real. And if I were writing this, I wouldn't let Superman get thrown around like this because that doesn't make him look that powerful, really. Even though Wonder Woman is a very powerful character, so who knows? And yeah, so Superman goes flying, and we have Batman giving orders, telling Aquaman and Flash to get civilians clear, and Cyborg to teleport them all away. But it turns out Graves is broadcasting the whole fight. So I guess as easily as he can build them up, he can break them down in the public eye. Now we have Green Lantern using his ring to make more fancy things to stop Wonder Woman with. Yeah, so Cyborg teleports them all out of there, and Flash is like, just stop. And they realize they're in Graves' cabin. Aquaman pretty much gives them a piece of his mind a bit, and Green Lantern says, you know what, this is like a vacation compared to what he has to do in space with the Green Lantern Corps. And then Aquaman, he tells Wonder Woman that we all want to do this. We all want to bring Trevor home, and we will work faster as a team. So they both agree to stop fighting. They find out where he's heading to, which is basically Mount Sumeru, which we saw him in a previous issue go to. And he went there because it's a Valley of Souls, supposedly. There's a cavern ahead, and Cyborg can see it because we learn he's partially dead now. Most likely because half his body is robotic. But actually, no, more like 3/4 his body is robotic. So he's able to see it, and he kind of guides them to the cavern ahead. And then they all can see it now. It's the Valley of Souls, and they see all lost loved ones. It's a very interesting moment. But then we stop at the fact that Wonder Woman sees Steve's spirit, which means he's dead. So sadly, I don't know. Looks like Wonder Woman's about to get very pissed off. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to the future issues, and I hope they're very good. So a few things I liked about this issue was obviously the art. Jim Lee does a great job. Same thing goes for Geoff Johns for writing. I really do enjoy the writing. I like the somewhat original character and the original story. Very interesting. I also like how they showed the dynamic between all the characters to where they don't always get along. Like, they are going to disagree at times. And I also like how they showed a more kind of not vulnerable but more human side to Wonder Woman, because usually we just see Wonder Woman as this big warrior and nothing can bring her down, stuff like that. But as we see here, she can be overcome by human emotions such as anger, love, etc. But overall, I really did enjoy this issue. With that being said, I give it a 93%. Essentially, if you really want to know why, for essentially art, plot, writing, give it a 5 out of 5. For enjoyment, a 9, and characters, a 4.5. So overall, I highly recommend you check out this issue. A very, very good issue. And with that being said, this is Hybrid. Please subscribe if you want to be in the subscriber contest. I'm going to make a teaser video soon to show you, I guess, the announcement of which 2 characters will be in Comic Book Versus Season 2, Number 1. And also, like the video if you liked the video. Comment below with your thoughts of Justice League, Jim Lee, Geoff Johns, anything, any comic book recommendations, etc. So, like I said before, this is Hybrid, and see you later.